How does it feel to have a sister that has an OF?
My friends always ask me if it's pink, but I don't really know what they mean by that.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Shak-Reacts here once again, and today's just some crazy clips of the worst couples I can find. And like always, guys, my favorite clip will be at the end, but in this first one, it is absolutely insane. This woman is a straight up gold digger.
What turns you on about a man?
Money.
What turns you off about a man?
No money.
The best thing a man can do for you in a bedroom?
Give me his credit card and then go home.
Would you consider yourself a gold digger?
No.
Cap.
Now, if your standards as a woman are like this, and you're no different than a street worker in my opinion. Men are solely gonna be with you just to have a good time, and then they're done with you.
Going on 6 dates a week so she didn't have to pay for groceries for 2 years. And I have to say I respect her because that sounds like a part-time job. She was saving $150 a week. She went on to say she made the video jokingly, but I do believe she was at least going on 2 dates or 3 dates a week, saving $150. And I respect her because all you would have to do to avoid that whole situation is keep what she got in her hand, bro. You could easily avoid getting finesse if you just take her to Starbucks. You maybe get her a croissant, maybe, right? But just spend $10 on a Frappuccino. You spend $10 on yourself. Like I said, maybe on a croissant, and you good. Now you really know it's about getting to know each other and not about a free dinner.
Now, it's clips like these that really make me realize why men want to go 50-50 on dates, because there are actually some women out there that really have nothing better to do with their lives except use men up on dates. No, it's not that we're cheap. We're just afraid that you're just using us for a free meal. If you wanted me to donate you some money, you should have asked.
He's a 10 out of 10, but when you go for drinks with him and there's a straw in his drink, he uses the straw. Those are for us. Put that away. Those are for us, not for you. Don't care what you say.
You already know the comments were full of women agreeing with this girl, and that's all she really is. She's just a little girl.
Ladies, if you watching this, if your son brought home a woman like you, would you want her to be with him? And 90% of y'all say no. If your son brought home a woman who want him to spend $300 on a meal, who want him to pay all the bills, who want him to sit up and take her out every single weekend, who want him to sit up and pay for every single thing, 90% of y'all women sit up and say, son, go find a woman that really like you for you. But guess what? You want a man that do all of those things for you. Come on, man. 90% of these women want a man who to them in their mind is immorally wrong for them.
Right. I'm saying the truth.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of these women want a father.
Want a father. You know what I'm saying? Facts.
I'm not your father.
Come on, man. 90% of these women want a man who sit up and is an idiot. But if they son brought home a woman that was like them, they'll be telling their son, look, son, you need to go find you somebody else. That woman don't want you doing spending your money.
This is pure facts, and this is especially true for anybody who's a single mother. A lot of single mothers nowadays want a man to cover their bills and say that men need to step up and take care of other women's kids. But you know damn well that you would not want your son being with a single mother either.
I'm only attracted to wealthy, generous men who provide for me. That's all I've ever dated in my entire life. It's all I ever would. I'd rather be single than split bills.
What are you bringing to the table besides your body to these men who are taking care of you?
You'd have to ask them.
I'm asking you.
I don't know. You'd have to ask them. They're the ones who want to date me.
So from your perspective, what do you bring?
Me.
So what does that mean?
I mean, you'd have to ask someone who loves me why they love me. I'm not a mind reader.
No, I'm not asking you to be a mind reader. I'm just asking, you are on the other end of this relationship. I assume you know what you bring to the table of the relationship, right?
If somebody loves me, and I love them, then I keep dating them. I don't really worry about the why.
So you don't know what you bring to the table?
I don't really give it that much consideration.
Essentially, you're just giving them sex, and in exchange, they're giving you money, and that's it?
Hopefully not.
Well, then what else is there?
I don't know. You'd have to ask them.
For any woman who responds like this by saying they only bring their bodies to the table, they're pretty much just saying that they're a street worker. If you're unable to bring any value in the relationship other than just your body, how are you any different than just selling yourself for money? All you want from that man is pretty much his money and to be taken care of, and in return, he gets your body. That's a pretty sad relationship.
The niggas want to see what you could do for them. That's why when they be like, what you bring to the table, I don't say what I bring to the table because I am the table. You feel me? And I'm about to be as real as possible. The table I got, my mother got me my table. I ain't never get a table. The table I want costs like $1,500.
Now, this is exactly what I just talked about in the previous clip. Women show themselves off like this on social media and say this is what they bring to the table, and are super upset when men only want one thing from them.
I feel like I don't want to like be rude, but like, why don't you just go like full bald?
Just I like styling my hair once in a while.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Are you streaming?
I'm recording for a YouTube video.
Are you like pretty popular on YouTube or just starting out?
Starting out a little bit.
And how has it been so far?
It's been a lot of depression.
Why?
Sometimes we have a goal and we see other people attain that goal and you think, why not me? I'm also working hard.
Just keep going, you know? I feel like people underestimate, like, even if you get like 50 views, like 50 people, that's a lot of people.
Fills up a room.
Literally.
You smart. Matter of fact, you a genius.
Honestly, W clip. This girl wasn't really being rude at all. She was even motivating the guy pursuing his career. And even though he tried making a funny clip out of this, it ended up being better than I thought.
This millionaire became a millionaire off of this lady. At the age of 19, he married this 76 years old woman. They both fall in love with each other and now they got married. And this millionaire lady spoils this guy so much, she bought him $9 million house. And she also bought him a brand new custom-made limousine. And now every month she takes him on a trip. And they have visited 30 countries around the world. And this lady said she have never fallen in love with anyone so hard like with this guy. And she also have put in half of her wealth under his name. This is the power of hard work and power of the money.
Tell him to bring me my money.
Yeah, I don't see any victims here, and I definitely don't see anybody getting taken advantage of. She knows what she's buying, and he knows what he's getting. It seems like a pretty fair trade to me. But the sad reality about this is there's definitely going to be a lot more women like this in the future, simply because a lot of women like to focus on their career, trying to get as much money as possible, but don't focus on actually getting in a relationship when they're younger.
Actually likes them. Like, do you know how many unanswered texts I have in my phone from men who I take literal days, if not weeks, to respond to? Do you know that the fact I'm responding to you the same business day is a privilege? I don't think they do. I don't think they know.
Someone please tell me where this woman is getting this huge ego from. What makes you think that you being disrespectful, not responding, is suddenly a privilege to this man? You are no better than him.
Our house is my husband's kingdom. If you act up in our household, it is not above me. You want to see me as a see you next Tuesday? I would prefer that because you're not going to disrupt the energy of my home for my man.
I love that.
House is hers though. That's her domain. I don't do anything in there. And like I have my whiskey room.
You do.
That's mine. And I have my little work area, but the house is hers. If she's like, I want to do, I'm like, do it. This is your domain. You make sure that I have the peace. I've provided you the house. You've made it a home. Like, I don't have to worry about any of this. And she doesn't have to worry, like, she doesn't know her car payment. She doesn't know how much car payment is. I handle all of that. She handles half of our life and I handle the other half. But the combined living situation is whoever's got the energy to get it done.
Now, if you're in a relationship and you prefer this kind of setup, great. I think this kind of setup works perfectly. You're the provider and she's more of the stay-at-home wife. A lot of men nowadays don't like this setup and they think that a woman working is way better, but I'm gonna have to disagree. I still think the traditional setup does still work, especially when you have a nice home you're going to. Heck, have you guys even seen a divorced man's house? He has no furniture, no style at all because, well, men don't care too much about that.
Okay, so this is me in my second set, and I see what's about to happen, but I just keep working out for a second. Pay attention to where he places belongings.
I'm working out right here. You want to use that here? You want right here? I have no space. That's fine. Do what you have to do. No, you're in my space. I'm not in your space. This machine is... machine right there with nobody over there. That machine doesn't work properly. That's why I come here.
So at this point, I'm so aggravated because the sweat dripping in my eyes burning. He disturbed me in the middle of the set, and I got asthma, so I couldn't even defend my little corner. And then he all like, do what you gotta do. What that mean, sir?
So you're upset with this man because you say he's in your personal space. I'm sorry. You don't get to set your tripod up to film next to a machine and call that your personal space. That man has every right to use that machine and that space. And he even moves his bag back to not be in your video. Then you go tell him that he should go use the other machine, which he explains doesn't work right. But who do you think you are to tell someone what machines they can't or can't use?
So not only is she taking up the entire space with her tripod, making sure nobody gets in the video that she's horribly recording, but she's also taking a very long time in that spot. You don't own that spot of the gym just because you got there first. Everybody has to take their turn. And if you really want to record your workout videos, record them at home.
Hi, I'm Callum and I'm 20. Actually, now you know what I'm talking.
Mate, what are you wearing? You know my type, Eva.
Nah, she just got really humiliated. And honestly, that rebuttal of hers wasn't that good either.
Congratulations.
Now this is exactly what rich really looks like, and this is what every single man wants. You can't buy this anywhere. No matter how much money you have, getting this lifestyle and having people there in your life excited for you is gonna be sadly unattainable for a lot of people.
I have a serious question. Now, what was wrong with sitting at home, taking care of the kids and making food? No, what was wrong with that? Huh? What was wrong with that? Nothing. Y'all had to go out there and be like, no, we want to work. Who said we wanted to work? Huh? You ruined everything.
She's 100% right, but sadly, due to the times we live in, there's no going back. Feminism genuinely ruined everything. For example, here is a clip that I'm talking about. Yeah, if she's posting a picture of herself on her story while you already saw the picture, she's posting for someone else's attention.
Okay, so I just got into my car after going on a date, right? And let me just tell you something. I don't know what the deal is with like men now, but I had told him prior that I will be having pre and post date expenses, and is that okay, and are you going to cover them? And I don't know if he wasn't listening or like what the deal was or whatever, but when I handed him the white envelope, he looked shocked, and then he opened it and it's receipts. Hello, pre post date expenses. Hello, like what kind of females do you be dating? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so I handed it to him and he literally looked shocked at me and said, I can't cover this. It was $478 for pre and post date expenses. You asked me on a date, and mind you, we really didn't even have that good a conversation because he was on his phone the whole time, and I have a very strict no phone policy on dates. Hello, you're here to pay attention to me. Look at all the effort that I had to put into going on this date, and now you have a problem with pre and post date expenses? Are you fucking kidding?
Honestly, I have no idea if this is sarcasm or a real clip, but judging by the way she's talking and the way she looks, it seems like a real clip to me. Why do you think a man ever wants to deal with this? You're making his life harder the first date. Do you think just because you think you're pretty, you have the right to be demanding money from a man like this? No. If that's really the case, that's not a relationship, that's just a transaction. And I'm not sure what you're bringing to the table, but it's definitely not worth $478.
The most freakiest thing I've ever done was I had a gun to the back of my head during.
You're a demon.
And then like not even like I kind of like my like on the edge, like I like feeling like I'm in danger but not like actually in danger.
Daddy issues. Got it. This is exactly why there are so many single mothers out there. These kind of women like men who are just completely horrible for them. They're just so bad at selecting good men.
I find that the women of today truly hate when you're modest. Modest in the way you dress, modest in the way you carry yourself. God forbid you don't smoke or drink. You have become public enemy number one. And honestly, as much as women don't like to admit it, anything that they feel like a man will like and another woman possess that they don't, they will try to villainize you. Women hate to see other women wanted in a way that's actually respectful.
Women do this a lot, and not only to women who are, I guess, more modest, but women who are actually happily married. For some odd reason, they like talking bad about these women, saying that they're getting taken advantage of by their men or just spreading false garbage.
Or we can go half on the bills. I don't understand that concept of going half. That makes no sense to me. There used to be a time a man took pride in taking care of his wife, and her money is her money.
I don't care if I'm a billionaire. I'm not about to pay for my respect. I'm not gonna pay for your submission. It's the principalities of it. If I gotta pay you to come in this house with respect, if I gotta pay you to submit to me, then I don't want your submission and I don't want your respect. I wanna with somebody who gonna respect me irregardless of my money. So what you telling me is when I lose it, you ain't gonna respect me no more? You ain't gonna submit to me no more? You gonna leave me? And it's always somebody with a bigger bag. So what you saying is your respect can be bought. And if somebody around here is willing to pay you more, you gonna go respect them. I don't want
this man is absolutely speaking facts, but if you want a real answer, check out any clip in this video and you'll fully understand why men like going 50-50. Nowadays, all women really want to do is just take advantage of a man and bring absolutely nothing to the table. If you think that a man is gonna pay 100% of the bill just because you're a woman, then sorry to say, but you're living in the wrong time period. Modern day women like taking advantage of men in any way possible, and men are finally waking up to this concept and don't want to deal with it anymore. But anyways, just as my opinion, guys, because that does wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys do want more content just like this, please watch the videos you guys see on the top screen. It does help my channel a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.